Welcome to Academy Answers Podcast, a show dedicated to inspiring and providing actionable advice on life, business, happiness, success, and reaching your full potential. Have you ever felt frustrated that life isn't working out the way you expected? Have you been searching for answers without success? You've come to the right place. Each week, we bring you perspectives, ideas, and actionable content. We share with you proven and time-tested step-by-step strategies to help you live the life you deserve and make your dreams a reality. From health to finances to relationships to business, we provide the insights and strategies you need to reach your full potential. So buckle up and plug in, because Academy Answers Podcast is about to take you to a new level of personal success.
Happy morning, guys. Welcome to the Academy Answers Podcast. Thanks for joining us and thanks for listening in. And today I have a very exciting topic, something I am passionate about, and it is common. It is common. You will hear many people in the personal development space, giving their opinion on whether or not knowledge is power, and then you hear knowledge is potential, power, knowledge, all that stuff. There's always spin on things, but the fundamentals still do remain. At its very least, and we're not here to debate whether or not knowledge is power and back and forth with that stuff, but at its very least, knowledge is your foundation. It is resourceful. It is a base. The consciousness, the perspective, the information about something is the baseline of getting a grip on something. And what I want to talk to you about today is some of the things that are holding us back. Why am I relating it to that? So you will understand that if you know, then you have the heightened awareness to start to look out for them and start to decide what actions are you going to take to change them. The other day, a couple of days ago, I came outside and I started my car and I heard this loud noise under the car. And I was wondering, what is that? And I switched it off. It was so loud that there's a person a car was across the road from me. It tripped their alarm. And instantly I knew that it was a muffler problem. How do I know that it was a muffler problem? Because I have the knowledge of these things. I was in the car business for many years. So I now know where to look. So immediately I came out the car, look underneath the car, they stole my catalyst converter. There's this thing going around in the US where they drive around and take your catalyst converter for the older make vehicles. And because there's this precious metal that they put in it that is used to make this converter, and it is sold for like $1,600 an ounce or pound or whatever. So the point I'm trying to make is that when you know it is a base, you know what to do next, where to look next, what strategies to apply. So I'm going to give you about 4 things this morning, 4 things that is holding us back in life from reaching our full potential. I absolutely know the usual suspects. I'm not going to touch the usual suspects this morning. You hear your comfort zone, instant gratification, you hear fear. Not discounting any of those, not throwing any shadows at them. They are in fact some of the things that hold you back. But I'm going to go to some other things that is not often talked about. I like to talk about the things that's not talked about often, because there's more to learn from 25 years of history than there is to learn from 2 and 3 years. Because what is happening today with the whole marketing and commercialization of everything, people have spins on things, people have savvy punchline stuff that is catchy, that is attention grabbing, that is novel, because they are trying to get your attention. They are marketers. I'm not knocking them. I'm a business person too. But my duty, I have a role, I have a duty, I have a responsibility to show you fundamentals. I am not the strategy guy when it comes on to what I teach. there are many strategy guys. I am not against them, but everything has its angles. There is Whole Foods, there's a regular supermarket, there is Chinese food, there's Italian food. Everybody wants something different. There is a place for everything. There's juice, there's water, there's punch, there is alcohol, there's wine, there's different things. You have different things at different points in time, and variety is the spice of life. I don't think you need one thing. I think you need it all to complete that puzzle for you. So my angle is the principles. The strategies are everywhere. They're all over. You can learn them. But if you don't stick to the principles, when the strategies go out, you don't know how to recalibrate and recenter yourself. So I want to give you the principles so you can always know where the core is, how to go back to the foundation to maybe formulate a new strategy, but always keeping that principle in mind and that principle at the base of what you do. So let's go. What is it that is holding you back, that is stopping you from doing something, that is making you shoot yourself in the foot all the time? One of the first, biggest, most underrated thing is culture. When you're cultured a certain way, it has this invisible subconscious hold on your life. When you're cultured a certain way, it has this invisible subconscious hold on your life. What do I mean? Well, you were born barely holding up your head. You have to go on yourself. You don't know anything. Everything that you manifest, for the most part, 95% of it, even if it's genetics, it is powered, it is influenced by a programming that you are given from your parents and your environment. That is why they say kids are not going to do as you say, they're going to do as you do. They're going to watch your environment. They're going to pick up on some stuff that they don't even know they're picking up on. You're in the house, there's two family members, they are going to school, they go to school, they get a job, and they're over there telling the child, oh, ensure that you don't go to school and come out here and get a job, go do something for yourself. 95% chance they're not going to do that, because everybody in your house in development is going to work and going to school, and their kids, and they're going to get a job, and you're doing it, and your cousins and uncles and aunts and everybody's doing it. They're going to do that too. Naturally, they're picking up on that. Even though you're telling them to go do something else, they cannot relate. So that type of environment forms a culture, and it is what most people do. You fall right into the mold that is set up out there for you. I barely knew my father, but most of my father's brothers have businesses. They just follow that. No, maybe it's in the DNA, but everybody in the family is doing that for the most part. They work for themselves, they have their own businesses. If you don't understand the pull that culture and society have on you, the environment in which you were raised, the programming that it has downloaded in you, you have started way behind the 8 ball. You must look at your environment in which you grew up. You must analyze the belief systems that were given to you and the way of living and the customs and the norms, and you have to challenge them if you're not where you are. You have to admit at some point in time that these things are holding me back. Next thing holding you back: social circles, your acquaintances, your associations, your friends. Everybody said it's been common all over the place. It's been talked about. You're the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with. And if you don't have people around you, you're the average of the 5 ideas that you most expose yourself to. Your friends, your associations have a subliminal, subconscious undertone that is running out there in your life. The conversations you have, the things they do, the places they go, it is extremely difficult to go anywhere above 3 levels above your friends. If you see a group of friends right now, everybody is within a 2-level distance of each other. What do I mean by that? One guy is a supervisor, the other guy probably is a VP. One guy is a teacher, the other guy is probably is a principal or a school administrator. One guy is a mechanic, the other guy probably sell cars, the other guy probably manage a car company. One guy is a police officer, the other guy probably is in the officer rank or 2 maybe 3 levels up. There's a subconscious thing going on there. Mirror imaging, they call it determination by association, whatever you want to call it. It's happening there for you. You can check your friends, you can analyze them. You will have to change your mindset. You'll have to change the things you expose yourself to, and gradually, as you level up your mindset, as you change the ideas you expose yourself to, you start to attract people at higher levels. Because as you try to go higher, as you open up yourself more, you will meet people who are opening up themselves, who have attached themselves to higher people, and you will level up. I'm not trying to tell you to leave your friends, don't talk to your friends, but listen, there is a point in time where you have to understand and you have to be comfortable that the social relationships you have only have a place in your life. You cannot let them command and decide and take over your entire life and your entire process and journey. You have to know how to fit it into an area and a compartment and to go along with it. You have a parent, for example, who absolutely don't believe in your dreams. And you decide that this is what you want to do and this is how you're going to do it, and they are dead set against it. They don't like it, they don't support it, they don't think you can do it, they don't think that's the thing you should do. You don't cut off your parents. You don't leave your parents. You don't walk away from your parents. You don't stop talking to your parents. You manage it. You say, okay, I'm going to leave them alone. I'm going to do it and let them see. You're an adult. You're not waiting for permission from anybody. You can go do your thing. After you and your friends have the drink and have the coffee and gather around the cooler and have lunch and all that stuff, you can leave and you go home in the evenings and you can go get your course online and you can do your course and you can start doing whatever you want to do. You can go somewhere else to the class or whatever, and you can do whatever it is that you want to do to move your life in the direction that you want to move it. And by the time you are 50%, 60% into the journey, they're just knowing and they're like, oh wow, you're doing that, and they're fine. Maybe as you let your light shine, it gives them the confidence to let their light shine too. Maybe everybody is waiting on somebody to shine that light. People need inspiration. Maybe you are the one who are supposed to inspire them. And the last thing I'll tell you about that's holding you back is I'm like a scratch record talking this thing every day. I'm saying it so often. I heard the Dean of Personal Development, Earl Nightingale, mentioned it in one of his talks that I was listening to on YouTube. He said that, and it struck like a 1,000 pounds when he said it. He said that no one, no matter who you are, no one is stronger than the pull of daily life. No one is stronger than the pull of daily life. What does he mean by the pull of daily life? The pull of daily life mean your routine, your chores, your job, your family, all the things that are urgent, your bills, the kids to pick up, the bills to figure out, your family members to cater to, your own issues to sort out, all of that stuff that fill your life, that take your 24 hours without you even realizing that your 24 hours disappeared. That pull is ridiculously strong. It is easy to be caught up in the humdrum. It is easy to totally not know where your life goes because your days just slip away. That pull is very strong. What you have to do is you have to take up your pen and a paper and you have to schedule stuff. What gets scheduled gets done. You have to know where your time is going. You have to say no to some stuff. You have to schedule your days, and you have to pull back some of your time to invest in where you want to go. You have to be deliberate. You have to be vigilant, and you have to be determined about it. Because the pull of daily life has killed more dreams, maybe just as much as fear has. Because life is challenging. You're not a kid. You have responsibilities. You have all those layers of burden that you have amassed over the years on your life. You're 30, 40, 50 years old, and all that come with all its trappings and pressures and everything that you are grappling with, that you're carrying. They're not going to disappear. They're not going to go away. The kids are not suddenly going to be perfect. The bills are not suddenly going to be solved. Everything is not going to be figured out. Everybody's not going to fall in line and leave you alone and not call your phone and not distract you and not piss you off. That's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. What you must do is that you have to get a hold of it. Look at the time you have. I go to bed at 9. I wake up at 6. I get ready. I go to work. I'm at work from 9 until 4. I get home between 4 and 9 o'clock. Every evening there is 5 hours. Now, what is going to happen in these 5 hours? First of all, I think right now I need an hour to just settle this thing, to invest 20 minutes in my body, my health, to exercise, to concentrate, to meditate, to just walk in the park, to figure my headspace out, to be alone, to calm down, to plan my next move. I need that hour. And I need 2 hours a week to do this course. Okay, so 5 days in a row, all these 5 hours disappear. Life has it. I'm not going to fight it. I can't fight it. I got to get the kids. I got to prepare meals. I got to do all this thing. I can't fight it. But there's this one day. There's this one day. There's this full day if it's my day off, or there's this one day when, come hell or high water, if this planet is disappearing, I need these 5 hours, these 3 hours, these 2 hours, this 1 hour to invest in myself, to break free from all these things, to move my life to the next level, to take control of my life, to own my day, to get this thing under control, to figure out my next move, to move in the direction of my dream. And it doesn't matter what. They are mine, and I don't care what fall from me. I am going to put myself in. I'm going to build a habit. I'm going to put a system in place. I'm going to ride it until the wheels fall off, because I am taking control of my life, and everything else is getting all this time, but I'm getting none. And now I want these 5 hours, these 3 hours, this 1 hour every week. I need it. It's going into me. It will happen. And if you don't make that determination, and have it on paper and identify exactly what is the plan and what you're going to do and work that plan until it blows up, then you stay stuck. And those are 3 of the things that's holding you back today. My friends, a word to the wise is sufficient. Some people need a word. Some people need a sentence. Some people need a paragraph. Some people need a sermon. That was all of them. That was a word. That was a sentence. That was a paragraph. That was a sermon. I'm not talking at you. I'm talking to you. Get hold of what's holding you back. Some of these things, inch away at them. Get some time for yourself. Analyze your life. Look into the belief systems that you have. Challenge them. Get to the bottom of this humdrum daily life, everything pulling and dragging you all over the place, and settle your life into a positive role, into where you wanted to go, and move in that direction. Have a great day, guys. Always a pleasure. Thanks for listening in. See you on the next podcast.